I throw lecture on the subject compiler design, subject code PCC CS501. This is for computer science and engineering students. I am Konkon Jana, Assistant Professor of the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, Greater Kolkata College of Engineering and Management. JS Group, it's a joint venture. This is Module 2 of the subject compiler design, having the subject code PCC CS501. This lecture based on the syllabus of BTech Computer Science and Engineering of Maulana Abul Kalam Azad University of Technology, West Bengal, formerly known as West Bengal University of Technology. This syllabus is applicable from the academic session 2018-2019. In Module 2 of Compiler Design, students of Computer Science and Engineering of 5th semester will know about lexical analysis. Module 2 had 6 lectures in total. Contents of Module 2 lecture is the role of the lexical analyzer, tokens, patterns, leximes, input buffering, specification of a token, recognition of a tokens, finite automata, from a regular expression to NFA, from a regular expression to DFA, design of a lexical analyzer generator Lex. So we'll start lecture 4 in this session. I am using digital whiteboard for better dictation. Important points and some reference will be written in this board. We will start from the rest. We shall now discover how Lex turns its input program into a lexical analyzer. I am telling about Lex. At the heart of the transition is the formalism known as finite automata. Transition is formalism known as finite automata. Finite automata. These are essentially graphs like transition diagrams with a few differences. Finite automata are recognizes, they simply say yes or no about each possible input stream. About each possible input stream. Okay, finite automata are recognizes, they simply say yes or no. Okay, and finite automata come in two types specifically. NFA, DF, NFA and DF. Okay. NFA means non-deterministic finite automata. NFA, non-deterministic finite automata. Okay, and it have no restriction on the levels of their ages. Okay, that means no restrictions on levels of ages. Okay. Okay, a symbol can label several edges out of the same state, and the empty string is a possible label, and the empty string is a possible label. Empty string is a possible label. And the next one is deterministic finite automata. Deterministic finite automata. Deterministic finite automata. Okay, what about it? It have for each state and for each symbol of its input alphabet exactly one edge with that symbol leaving that state. That exactly one edge. Exactly one edge. Okay. Symbol leaving that state. Both deterministic and non-deterministic finite automata are capable of recognizing the same languages. In fact, these languages are exactly the same languages called the regular languages. That regular expression can be described. That can be described. Regular expression. Okay. Now we'll know about non-deterministic finite automata. A non-deterministic finite automata, that is NFA, consists of a finite set of state S, finite set of state, okay, and S, that is S, finite state of state S, okay, S, finite state of state S, okay. Next, a set of input symbol sigma, set of input symbols sigma, okay. The input alphabet we assume that epsilon which stands for empty string, which stands for empty string, is never a member of sigma. Never a member of sigma. That means this does not belongs to sigma. Never a member of it. Okay. Third one, a transition function. This is the transition function that gives for each state and for each symbol in sigma union epsilon set of epsilon will be the set of next states. Number 4, a state S0 from S that is distinguished as the start state or initial state. Number 4, a set of states F, a subset of S that is distinguished as the accepting test or final states. Okay, we can represent either an NFA or DFA by a transition graph. Okay, either NFA or DFA can be represented using transition graph. Transition graph. Transition graph, where the nodes are state, nodes are states and the labeled edges represent the transition function. Okay. Labeled edges represent transition function. Okay. So there is an edge labeled, suppose A. Okay. From state S to state T, if and only if T is one of the next state. T will be the next state. For what? For the state S and input A. For the state S and the input A. So this graph is very much like a transition diagram, except the same symbol can label edges from one state to several different states. Same symbol label edges from one state to several different states, okay, and age may be labeled by epsilon, age labeled by epsilon, okay. Okay. And the empty string, instead of or in addition, the symbol from the input alphabet. Symbol from the input alphabet. Okay. Okay. This is here. Now next, with an example, I will just know how it will work. This is the transition graph for an NFA recognizing the language of regular expression A or B star A B B. This is the regular expression. With that expression I will work. Okay. This regular expression will be helpful for us. NFA recognizing the language. Okay. This abstract example describe all string of A's and B's ending in the particular string A, B, B. A and B, okay, and end with the string A, B, B. Okay, A, B, B. Okay. Now that will be used throughout this explanation, and I will get this expression for many type of explanation. So it is similar to regular expression that describe languages of real interest. However, for instance, an expression describing all files whose name ends in .o is any start dot o, where any stands for any particular character. What I like to say actually, files name ends in .o, for example, is any of this wildcard, that on this, where any stands for any particular printable character. Okay. Any stands for any printable character, non-printable not. Okay. So this is our convention for transition diagram. Okay. And this is actually that on. Okay. In this state. on the accepting state is to follow some path that says in state 0 for a while, then goes to state 1, 2 and finally to 3. Okay, by reading the string A B B, that is A B B. Okay, thus the only string getting to the accepting state are those that end in A B B. Okay, next we'll have that one. Okay, that is the transition table. We can also represent an NFA by transition table. Okay, whose rows corresponding to state, and whose columns correspond to their input symbol epsilon. Okay, columns to input symbol epsilon. Okay, the entry for a given state and input is the value of the transition function applied to those arguments. In the transition function has no information about the state input. Okay, transition function has no information about the state input. Okay, we put specifically phi, that is the uppercase phi, in the table for the pair. Okay, so that's about the transition table for NFA. Now I am just giving an example. The transition table for the NFA for this graph. Okay, the expression already we have used, A or B star A B B. This is the graph for the NFA, that is specifically for the NFA, and this is the final state tree. Okay, now from this we get this transition table. Okay, state 0, 1, 2 and the final state 3. Okay, A, B and epsilon. Okay, so this transition table has the advantage that we can easily find the transition on a given state and input. Its disadvantage is that it takes a lot of space. When the input alphabet is large, yet most states do not have any moves on most of their input symbol. Okay. So we have learned how to find the transition table from the transition graph. Thank you.